Ostomates, Ostomy Warrior here. I just want to put a disclaimer before we start this video that I am not a doctor, I am not a walk nurse, I am not an ostomy pro. I can only go off of my experience and what I have learned from blogs, YouTube videos, from my doctor, from my walk nurses, and from those in the groups that I am in. So we're going to be talking about the first 6 weeks after surgery. We're going to start in the hospital and work our way to being home and moving on. My video won't allow me to insert pictures because I don't have a professional setup. I am just on my phone, so I will include all the photos at the end. So if there's something specific that you want to see, let me know. If there's something I forgot, let me know. So let's just dive in. We're going to talk about the first 6 weeks, like I said. So joining groups to talk to others who understood was very helpful for me. I was able to ask questions. I was able to go through what other people had said. Every group, if you go up into it and up on the top where it has all the lists, if you scroll through, it says files. Click on that and it will have links and pages and pictures that other ostomates and myself have added for information for you. Also, Hollister and other places like that, Chiroplast, they all have blogs on their pages as well that have information if you need it. If you need specific help, ask the group. If they don't know, call your walk or your doctor. But the groups have been pretty knowledgeable for me and very helpful. Pay attention in the hospital when they do your first bag change was my biggest thing, and the biggest number one advice that I have been given. They go through it pretty quickly and they're really good about asking questions while you're doing it, but paying attention, because when you get home, it's just you. And I found that I didn't know much because I was just in that daze, and you're on painkillers and you're tired and you're frustrated. At least I was. And I got home and I realized I didn't know what I was doing, and I had to go and watch bag change videos, which I do have one here on my YouTube. It has one that has what's called crusting, which is for if you have sores, open wounds, your stitches ripped, you have, it's called weeping. It means that it's wet. That'll dry it up because nothing can stick to a wet spot. So you want to make sure that it's nice and dry and clean. Your taste buds might change. I thought that was very interesting. I personally did not have that happen. However, I did hear it quite commonly from people on the page, because I just posted this last week saying what was something that you wish you knew before during those 6 weeks. And that was something that came up quite a bit. So understand that your taste buds might change, and that's okay. Relearning what you like, all that kind of stuff, that's normal. Also, body heat was a huge one for me. So having a heated blanket was a huge thing, because in the hospital, they only had those blankets that are heated up by the thing, and it only lasts a little bit. I found myself was either freezing or I was on fire. So a personal fan and a heated blanket, which if you watched my So You're Gonna Have an Ostomy video, it talks about having those. So if you already watched that video before you went to the hospital, you should already have those items. Knowing the types and the shapes of stomas. You can find this on Pinterest, you can find this on the groups, you can find this on Google, because I think there was like 20 different types. Mine is just circular and it sticks out enough to have a flat wafer. If you have a flush or shorter than, I think it's an inch, then you could need a convex, which means that it goes down a little bit instead of being flat with the skin, to help it so that the output has a place to go out instead of around your skin and causing leaks. So if you're having a lot of leaking problems, that might be your answer. Getting in touch with quick suppliers or ordering online. If you don't have insurance, there are tons of places that can help you. There's Kindred Box, the hospital can help you, or there's actual suppliers like Liberator, Medical Monks, and I know there's hundreds of others, but I really just don't know because I'm a self-pay. So I order off of Amazon and Kindred Box. If you're self-pay, it can get very expensive very quickly, so knowing what you need is very helpful. Ordering samples from everywhere. As soon as I got my ostomy, I went on to Hollister and Chiroplast and Salts is one for the UK. I know there's a bunch of other suppliers, so just look up the brands and then order their samples and they'll send them out to you for free. Compitech was my favorite though, because they called me personally and asked me a whole bunch of questions about my ostomy, and their walk nurses was able to walk me through it, no pun intended, and see exactly what products would fit best for me to try. That way I'm not just trying a whole bunch of stuff and I have more products than I actually need, which less is more when it comes to this kind of stuff. Plus you save money. A cup cozy pillow. I will link that below if I can find the link to it, but it was just a pillow that you put on the side of you and it had a little cup holder. That way you weren't trying to constantly try and put it on the nightstand and doing a bunch of twisting, which will make your bag come off. Items that they said they wish they had was chapstick, your phone charger. Do not forget your phone charger, guys. Or if you have a Kindle or an iPad or a laptop, make sure you have your chargers. And the nurses have or know about places that you can plug them in. Ask them. I had one that was actually attached to my bed so that I could have it right next to me, which was really nice. Headphones was a big thing. I constantly could hear everyone else's conversations through the walls. At night when you can't go back to sleep, you can actually watch movies and stuff without feeling like you're disturbing everyone else. Your own bath items. I totally did not even think of this, and now I wish I did, because their shampoo sucks. Their soap made me itchy, and I wanted my own stuff so bad. And by the time I got home, I was so relieved to take a shower. That was my stuff. So if you bring your own stuff, it'll feel a lot better. A robe for walking around. That way your butt's not hanging out. Just saying. Just saying. And then, let's see. Having a recliner at home is another one that they said was big. I have a couch that reclines, and I recline it all the time. So I could see why a recliner would be really nice, or a reclining couch. I know that you can rent them through certain places, or if you just want to buy one, I think that it's a great investment. Waiting 6 weeks, even if you feel amazing. So if you had an emergency like me, then you felt like you were dying, you felt crappy and just under the weather. So as soon as you got that ostomy, you feel a million times better. And it's hard to remember that you're still recovering from a massive surgery. Take it easy. Please take it easy. Do not jump right back into it. Then you're risking prolapsing, hernias, all types of things. Even with a hernia belt, you can still have all these things if you overdo it. Take those 6 weeks and just relax and take it nice and easy. Now, I'm not saying sit on your couch for those 6 weeks, because the biggest thing is walking. That's my next advice. Walking is going to help you heal faster. It's going to help the pain to go away faster. It's going to help your body to heal and regenerate cells. So walking, if you were getting an ostomy, never stop walking. I got a Fitbit, which was kind of weird because I felt super old school having a Fitbit again, or having a pace counter on your phone. Whatever you want to do, make sure that you're really getting in your steps and that you're improving on your steps. Recovery could take 3 weeks to a year to feel better. I've even heard of it taking longer. I was just up and at it the next week, I think, where I felt like I could go out and ride my horses. Obviously I didn't. I still haven't started riding yet, and I still think that I'm going to give myself some time to fully recover, because sometimes when I twist, I still get that little twinge. Be prepared for any amount of time to recover, and know that you're not alone. These groups will really help you. If you feel like you're taking a long time, maybe talk to your doctor and be like, hey, this just is not recovering, and see if he has any tips for you. When you get back into exercise, even if it's light yoga, running, if you're doing any types of exercise, please talk to your doctors first and get permission. I had permission at 4 weeks to start doing light yoga, and it was a godsend to me. Stretching from the very beginning was really awesome, but I really had to listen to my body. So make sure you listen to your body and listen to your doctors. It's okay to want to be in bed all day. Do it. But then make sure that you're getting up later and walking around. And make sure the day that you are staying in bed that you are hydrating. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Guys, I'm not even joking. Hydrate. You can go back to the hospital because of dehydration. Your colon is out. That is how you were staying hydrated. So extra hydration. I found keeping a gallon of water out on my counter or in my fridge helped me to monitor how much I was having, not just a water bottle. because I would sip on the water bottle and think I was doing great, and then I'd look at my gallon of water and be like, whoa, I'm way behind. Keep in mind that sugary drinks, those kind of things, they're going to dehydrate you. Also, on talking about drinking, alcohol, I would wait until the 6 weeks is up, only because it can dehydrate you and it can cause bloating in your bag. It can cause leaks. It can cause your bag to explode. So just go easy when you first do it and really listen to your body. Smoking can also hinder the healing process. So if you're a smoker, try to cut back as much as you can, if not quitting. I know that that can be super hard, but it does slow down the healing process. Sorry, my son colored on my thing. Naming your stoma, I heard, was another really good thing. I really liked having a name for my stoma because it made it easier for me to do bag changes without getting grossed out and thinking about what it was, because I had a name. I would just be cleaning Squishy, and I would just be taking care of Squishy. I was not taking care of parts of my inside, which would make me gross and queasy. So that helped me a lot. Everyone is different. All your systems are going to be different. Your system of changing your bag, your system of what products you use, how many products you need, how you recover. Everything is different and everything is okay. Just make sure that you're listening to your body and doing what's best for you and your body. You will still poop mucus afterwards and have that urge to go, and that is okay. Make sure if there's blood that you are talking to your doctor and staying in contact with your doctor about that. With colostomy bags, I have heard of people still having full-on bowel movements for a couple weeks after, and sometimes even longer. So make sure you're just staying in contact with your doctor to make sure that that is completely normal and healthy. It is possible to go 10 days without needing a bag change. If you start feeling the itching or the burning, or you have a leak, obviously you need to change your bag. It all depends on how you do your bag, how your stoma is, how your stomach is, what you ate that day. It all just depends. So keeping a diary of what you're doing, what you're eating, how you're moving, maybe even the products that you use that way, and in the order of what you did, will really help you to realize what's helping you last longer and what's not helping it. When you guys are going to bed, you guys need to empty out your bags right before you go to bed, and sometimes even in the middle of the night. For the first, I think 3 or 4 weeks, I decided that it would be best if I set an alarm in the middle of the night to see how my bag was. Eventually I got to the point where I didn't even need to change it in the middle of the night, but I would wake up with a ballooned bag in the morning, and I have had 2 explosions. So what I did was I got reusable washable pads, which I will put a picture of that. No detoxing. No detoxes for at least 4 months if you are into detoxes. And as always, I will put in the links of my Amazon list for ostomies. And if you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments below, message me, whatever, or just message me on Facebook on my group. Have a great day, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I will be posting weekly on Tuesdays, and then on Thursdays or Fridays, I'm going to do a product review of a product, how to use it, when to use it, and where to get it. I hope you guys have a great day and a great recovery. Bye, guys.